Imagine standing in the ruins of a fallen empire. It's 1945, the dust of war still hangs in the air. World War II is over, but a new, colder conflict is just beginning. In the rubble of Nazi Germany, American soldiers are searching for something more valuable than gold scientific knowledge. They're after the minds behind the V-2 rocket, the jet engine, and other terrifying weapons. The mission is secret, urgent, and morally complex. How do you ask your former enemy to help you build the future, especially when that enemy committed unspeakable crimes? The alliance that defeated Hitler is fracturing. The Soviet Union looms as a new threat. The next war will be fought with technology and intelligence, not just tanks. The secrets held by Germany's top scientists are now the ultimate prize. The race is on to claim them before the Soviets do. America faces a dilemma: partner with former Nazis or risk letting them fall into Soviet hands. This decision launches one of the most secretive operations of the 20th century. The story begins here, in the ashes of one war and the dawn of another. The end of World War II didn't bring peace. It sparked the Cold War, a battle for global supremacy between the US and the Soviet Union. This wasn't a war of armies, but of ideas, technology, and influence. Germany's scientists had built the world's first jet fighter and long-range ballistic missile, the V-2 rocket. Both superpowers scrambled to seize not just blueprints, but the scientists themselves. The US launched a secret program, Operation Paperclip. The goal? Recruit Germany's best minds before the Soviets could. Paperclips attached new sanitized biographies to their files, hiding Nazi ties. The urgency was real. If the Soviets got these scientists, the balance of power could shift overnight. In this climate of fear, moral lines blurred. The past actions of these scientists became secondary to national security. Operation Paperclip was seen as a necessary, if dirty, tool to win the Cold War. Operation Paperclip was shrouded in secrecy and deception. President Truman forbade recruiting Nazi Party members, but most top scientists were deeply involved with the regime. Intelligence officers erased incriminating evidence, rewriting files to present these men as political experts. Werner von Braun, the V-2 rocket mastermind and SS officer, had his record scrubbed clean. He and over 100 rocket scientists were secretly brought to America. In total, more than 1,600 German and Austrian scientists and technicians arrived under Paperclip. Some had overseen poison gas production or horrific medical experiments. They were given new lives, prestigious jobs, and protection from prosecution. Their pasts were buried under layers of classified documents, all in the name of winning the Cold War. The Paperclip scientists transformed America's technological landscape. Von Braun and his team became the core of NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center, building the rockets that sent astronauts to the moon. Their expertise powered the space race and America's nuclear arsenal. They advanced jet engines, missiles, medicine, and electronics. America's Cold War dominance was built on their knowledge, but this progress came at a moral cost. The U.S. knowingly harbored men complicit in war crimes, protecting them from justice. The nation that prosecuted Nazis at Nuremberg was secretly recruiting others for its own ends. The truth was hidden for decades, their Nazi pasts erased from public view. This legacy forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about our own history. In the pursuit of security, even democracies can make deals with the devil. Operation Paperclip is a story of scientific triumph and moral failure. It accelerated American progress and helped win the space race. The achievements are undeniable: satellites, moon landings, and powerful defense systems. But a dark shadow lingers: the suffering in concentration camps, the victims of Nazi science. Paperclip represents a profound ethical compromise. It raises questions. Can the ends justify the means? Who decides? The story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of sacrificing morality for power. What is the true cost of progress? How do we balance security with integrity? There are no easy answers. Operation Paperclip remains a powerful, unsettling chapter in history, forcing us to examine the hidden costs of our greatest achievements.